video on extraneous solutions. So in this video, we'll be learning how to identify an extraneous solution, and we're going to learn what it means. Okay, so first of all, an extraneous solution is a solution that seems right, but when substituted is wrong. So now we're going to do a couple of examples. So our first question is, x minus 6 is equal to square root of x. So the first thing you should do is to square both sides. So it should turn out to be x minus 6 squared is equal to x. So that's the first step. So now the second step is to expand both sides. So x squared minus 12x plus 36 is equal to x. So that's your second step. So now your third step is to arrange the equation. So first of all, it's going to be x squared minus 13x plus 36, which will be equal to 0. If you're wondering where the x went, I just took the x from the right hand side and brought it to the left hand side, which changed the operation from a positive to a negative, because it turned out to be negative 12x subtracted by x. So that's how it came from. Okay, so our next step is to factor our equation. So you can put it into two brackets, like this, two brackets, and now you can put it into x and x, and you need to find two numbers from 36 that will get you, when you multiply them together, to get you 36, and when you add them, you'll get 13, minus 13. Okay, and those two numbers are 9 and 4. So 9 and 4. So now you put a minus, and then you should get your two solutions to be 9 and 4. Okay, so now what we do is we take these two solutions, and now we're going to substitute them to find whether or not they're extraneous or not. So let's begin. So we're going to take 9 and substitute it into our equation. This equation over here. I'll just call it equation 1. But you don't need to, I'm just showing you. So 9. So 9, sorry, I'll just do it in blue. 9 minus 6 and square root 9. So 9 minus 6 is 3, which is equal to square root 9, which is also 3. And as you see, 3 is equal to 3. Therefore, it is not extraneous. So, and this is a real solution. So tick. And now for 4. So 4 minus 6 is equal to square root 4. 4 minus 6 is minus 2, which is equal to square root 4, which is 2. As you see, this does not satisfy our equation, therefore it is an extraneous solution. So this is an x. So our answer is, so we can say that x equals 4 is an extraneous solution, and 9 is our solution. Okay, let's do another one. So our next question is, square root 1 minus 8x is equal to x plus 1. So same exact thing, we have to square both sides. So we're going to use black. 1 minus 8x is equal to x plus 1 squared. Okay, so now we're just going to expand our right hand side. So it'll become x squared plus 2x, so plus 2x plus 1. Okay, so our next step is to rearrange our equation. So x squared plus 2x, so minus 8x from the left hand side, when you take it to the right hand side, it's going to change its operation. So from negative to a positive. Therefore, it's going to result in 2x plus 8x, which would give you 10x. So it would become plus so plus 10x, and when you take 1 from the left hand side and bring it to the right hand side, same exact thing, it will become 1 minus 1, which would give you 0. So it's going to be equal to 0. So now we have to factor out our equation. So what is common between x squared and 10x? So pause the video so you can try this. So did you get x? So if so, you're correct. So x and x squared divided by x, you get x and plus 10, which is equal to 0. And now the two solutions you can get from this equation are 0 and minus 10. Okay, I'll just rub this out. So now next step, we take our solutions and now we're going to substitute them and see whether or not they're extraneous. Okay, first of all we're going to take 0, and 0, when you substitute it, 1 minus 8 times by 0 is equal to 0 plus 1, and as a result you get 1 is equal to 1. So therefore 0 is not an extraneous solution, and therefore it is a solution, so you can tick this. So next, so we're going to try minus 10. So minus 10, so square root 1 minus 8, so 8 times by minus 10, which is equal to, so minus 10 plus 1, which will give you minus 9. And as a result, when you put all this together, 1 minus 8 times by minus 10 will give you 81, which will be equal to minus 9. Okay, and as a result, 9 is equal to minus 9, which as a result is not equal, and this does not satisfy our equation. Therefore, minus 10 is an extraneous solution. So this part is extraneous, this part is our real solution. Okay, let's do one more. Okay, so square x plus 4 is equal to x minus 2. So the first thing you need to do, we're going to square both sides. So it will become x plus 4, which is equal to x minus 2 squared. Okay, so now we're just going to expand. So x plus 4 is equal to x squared minus 4x, minus 4x plus 4. Okay, so now we have to rearrange. So x squared is equal to, so x squared, so x from the left hand side, when it's brought to the right hand side, it will become minus 4x and minus x. Therefore, give you a result of minus 5x. And when you bring 4 from the left hand side and bring it to the right hand side, it will become 0. And x will be 0. So now, we're left with x as our, what we take out of the bracket. And now, x minus 5 is equal to 0. So now, we get two solutions from this. We get 0 and 5. But we have to make sure whether or not it's extraneous or not. So we have to check by substitution. So when you substitute 0, you're going to get 0 plus 4, which is equal to 0 minus 2, and therefore square root 4 is equal to minus 2, which 2 does not equal, so therefore the left hand side does not equal the right hand side. So left hand side, so left hand side does not equal right hand side, therefore it's an extraneous solution. So this is an extraneous solution. So now we have to check for 5. So when you put in 5, you'll get 9. 5 plus 4 is 9, which is equal to 5 minus 2, which is 3. And square root 9 gives you 3, which is equal to 3. Therefore, left-hand side is equal to right-hand side. And it satisfies our equation. So, there you have it. I hope you enjoyed this video on extraneous solutions. Subscribe for more math videos, and bye.